Hello, hello, hello. So today, we're going to look at my Cologne collection. I hope that you are doing well. I actually tried recording this video previously, like just before this, and I recorded all of the audio. I was about 20 minutes in, and I realized that I hadn't pressed record on the video, so that was very depressing. But without further ado, we'll get started on looking at some Cologne. I'll start with the cheap stuff that I don't really use, and then we'll go on to more of my favorites and what I do use. So, first up, this is, if you can see it, it's Euphoria by Calvin Klein. So I'll give you a little spray here. I think it smells more sophisticated. I personally don't wear it anymore. I wore it a very long time ago. It's a really old cologne. In fact, it might be a little bit off because it does smell a little bit alcohol-y. Whoops, that was kind of loud, I'm sorry. But I do know what the first three smell like because I sprayed them before I realized that the audio was the only thing recording. So next up, I definitely don't like this one, and it makes sense why I've used pretty much none of it. This is Instinct by David Beckham. Yeah, I was not a fan. I was not a fan. Not a fan, not a fan, not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. 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 Not a fan, not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. Not a fan. So, I'll give you a little spritz of this, but I'm warning you now. It smells... it smells like... It just smells like body wash to me. Like, it's... I don't know, it's... I guess I just expect more from my cologne. Like... It just smells like body wash. So this has a magnetic lid, but we'll give it a spray. Let's just make sure we don't spray it in our face first. Let's find where it is. There we go. Does that smell like to you? To you. It smells like garbage to me. Oh, it is just really strong. It's so strong. Actually, this wasn't the one that smelled like body wash. I think the next one smells like body wash. This one just smells bad. Like, really, really bad to me. It is not a vibe. I've also just realised that I was recording with my aircon running on blast, so I apologise for that. But we'll go on to the next one here, which is also by David Beckham. I like this bottle. It does sound really good, and it's kind of easy to manipulate the sound with the liquid. So this is, I have no idea what this cologne is called. I can't seem to find a name on it anywhere other than David Beckham. We'll do a little bit of lit sounds for you. Okay. Let's give it a spray now. What does that smell like to you? To me, it is sweet, hard to describe, but sweet. I get hits of like lolly shop, like, you know, sweets, candy shop sort of thing. It is pretty sweet. It's not like lolly sweet, but hard to describe. I'm not very good at describing scents, if you have not guessed already. So now that we're done with those ones, we go into the ones that I actually use more of. So we'll start with if you can see it, Intimately Beckham, Intimately Beckham, Intimately Beckham. So this so far is the only hit cologne that I have come across for David Beckham. It is really good for the price, and for the price I'm talking like I can buy this for like 15 kangaroo dollars, okay? Like this is some really good stuff for the price. I mean, it doesn't last long, but you don't expect it to for 15 bucks, alright? And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's take the lid off And so I consider this a cologne that I can sort of throw on and burn through. Like this, straight up, this cologne is I'm going to the shops, but I want to smell good, and I don't just want to use deodorant. Like I want to smell really good. So you throw some of this stuff on, and you know it's going to cost you nothing to do. Like you're not going to burn through a bottle of $120 cologne, and yeah, you know it's going to be good. So I'll give you a little spray of this one. That smells good. It's definitely a more masculine scent. I consider it more sophisticated. Like, I don't know, like you're dressing up or something. It's not, like I don't see it as sporty or I don't see it as sporty or like beachy or anything. It's I don't know, it just smells good. It's hard to describe. It's sort of musky, I guess, but definitely like some sort of sweetness in there. It smells really good. Okay. On to the next one. So that one there would have been like an intimately, not Freudian slip. That would have been like a daily sort of thing, not for work though. I mean like daily as in go to the shops, throw something on, you know, oh I'm just gonna go for a walk, but you know, I might talk to someone or whatever, might come across people, you know, want to smell good, happy to burn through it because it costs nothing. Basically, it's really good. I would recommend. Okay, I'll go to one of my favorites. So this is Black XS. Okay. Black XS. Okay. Now, I'm all out of this, which makes me really sad. But this is one of my favorites. This is by Paco Rabanne, or is a friend that I used to have like to call it Paco Rabanne, which made me cringe every time because they weren't kidding. Anyway, Paco Rabanne. This is some really good cologne, at least in my opinion it is. It's quite a sweet cologne. I'm not sure if I'd call it feminine, but it's definitely on the sweeter side. It's to me, this is not a, you know, you're getting dressed up in a suit and you know it's not like that to me. It's just not how I interpret. It's just not how I interpret the sound. Sorry, Freudian slip with all the sounds going on. And I hope you can't hear the background noise either. There's a bit going on outside. But that's just how I interpret the smell, rather. So there's nothing to spray, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to pretend that we spray it. It's really, It's really sweet. It's really sweet. It's really nice. I would recommend. 10 out of 10. Alright. Next up is one of my more expensive colognes. So this is, can't really see the text because it's embossed, but this is Ralph's Club by Ralph Lauren, of course. I like the bottle. I think that it's really understated. I don't know, it's not really in your face. I mean, I am a sucker for packaging, so I do like there are a couple of bottles here that are more in your face, but I like that it's understated because I think that it really does suit the smell. I would describe this as very sophisticated, where I said that Black Excess was not, suit sort of sophisticated. This is suit sophisticated. This is, you're an insurance broker or you work at a bank. Like, this stuff is like, you're a CEO and this is what you smell like. It is very, very nice for that. Like, I wouldn't wear this on the daily. I wouldn't wear it everywhere. It's maybe you'd wear it if you wanted to go on a date, but you wanted to smell more put together, I guess, rather than like fun. It's just a more reserved but intense, like reserved in the way of a person perhaps, but intense, sophisticated smell, in my opinion. So we'll give you a spray. See, how do you like that? Because I think it's really, really good. I think that my room is definitely going to end up smelling pretty weird with all the scents going on. Because we're only about halfway through. There's a few more to go. Okay. I'll put this one down. So, next up is one that I don't use too much. It's mostly because there's not much of it. I just got a small little bottle of it because I wanted more colognes. But getting colognes is very expensive. I could easily spend hundreds of dollars on getting like a couple of bottles of cologne, and I wanted more cologne, different cologne. I had gotten a new job at the time. I just wanted to sort of try out smells, like scents, to I don't know, see if I could find something else that I like, even like a daily, or I don't know. Oh, by the way, Black Excess. So this one in the past for me has been a signature scent. So I personally believe, as someone that likes cologne, I think that it's important for everyone to have a signature scent. I think it's really nice when people can smell something and they think of you and just you because you wear it often enough. And for me, that was Black Excess. That I used to wear that pretty much any time I was around my friends. That's what I would smell like. Not anymore. We'll get to the one that I'm using at the moment. But this is the next one. This is Polo Red Rush by, you guessed it, Ralph Lauren. So this is a tiny little 30ml bottle. It's a cute little thing. Now I would describe this as being more sporty and maybe playful. I think of it definitely as, I think of it as what like a soccer player or a football player or a swimmer might smell like the sort of scent that they might opt for. It is on the sweeter side, but it's like most scents, it's hard to describe, but that is how I imagine it when I smell this. I'll give you a spray. So definitely on the sweeter side there. We'll do some lid sounds. I didn't like the sound of that, sorry. The weird, it's just the material that it's on. It just gets a little bit, I didn't like the sound of that, didn't sound too good. Okay. Now, we're going to go to so this is 1 million by Paco Rabanne. So when I was younger, I used to have basically a rip-off version of this. It's so funny. It was called 1 billion. So this is 1 million. It smelled pretty similar, but I find this stronger, and it's not really the smell for me. I think it's a bit too strong. For me, I get a little bit of a headache when I use it. Like in my life, so I've not used it too much. Hopefully I get more use out of it, but we'll give it a spray and hopefully you'll like it. I don't know. It's hard to describe for me. I'd also call this a sophisticated scent. I tend to prefer more sophisticated scents, but it's just intense. I just find it a bit too intense for me. So the next one I'm going to show you also used to be a signature scent at another point in my life. I really, really do like this cologne. This is Versace Eros. Versace Eros. Eau de toilette. So I've not ever, I think it looks so cool too. It's hard to see. It's hard to see, but this I believe is meant to be a Medusa head. I've forgotten what it is, but it looks so cool. Now, I've personally only ever used the blue one. I know that Fire, I think it's called, exists, the red one. But this is the one that I've always gone with. And the one that I prefer. I don't think I'm going to shake it. I'll shake the cheaper ones. But this is absolutely one of my favorites. 100%, like, I would recommend. I can't make too many good sounds with it because I think it's actually padded or something. It sounds a little bit padded when you try to make sounds with it. But it is a textured bottle, so we can still scratch. Okay, we'll give this a spray and then move on to our final one, which is my current daily, or my signature scent. Not my daily, it's my signature scent. Right. So, I wouldn't quite call Eros sophisticated. I could understand how it could be described that way. But I personally would call it flirty, seductive, and playful. I think it's an attractive scent. It doesn't, like, when I think of it, it doesn't smell like someone in a suit, and it doesn't smell like someone that's walking to the shops. It smells like someone that's trying to have a good time. Which makes sense. Which makes sense given that I believe Eros is meant to be the god of, it's not love, I think it's sex or seduction or something. So I guess that's meant to be the point. So we're going to go to our final one now, which is, it's a bit awkward with all the, anyway, it is 1 million lucky is what it is. So this is obviously an offshoot of 1 million. I personally prefer this a lot. It smells very different. It smells very different. It's really, really sweet. And this is what I've opted for a signature scent. Ever since I got it. I'll give you a little spray here. It smells really good. It is super sweet for a cologne, but I really like it. So that is all that I have today for my cologne collection. 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 Thank you for being here. If you're new and have enjoyed, please consider subscribing. If you haven't, thank you anyway. I appreciate you being here too. I will see you in the next video. But until then, goodbye.